Hi, my name is Muhammad Ushari and I'm from Group 3. Today, representing my group, Willy Ting, Dayang Nurjannah, Ahmad Sharil Benjaha, Iza Mardiana, and Susan Parrot. And today, I will present our part 2 for this assignment.
So, for problem analysis, the ERP project at ABC Corporation is expected to touch different functions with a varying knowledge, best degree of technology comfort, as well as ways of working. Taking advantage of this cognitive diversity, analytical, creative, logical, and intuitive provides an opportunity to round off these limitations. So, we have 4 points here. The first one is analytical thinkers. The second one is logical thinkers, creative thinkers, and intuitive thinkers. And for analytical thinkers, these personnel have a speciality in dealing and analysis of data as well as complex reports. He or she can, for example, be assigned responsibility of checking data, integrity for the ERP rollout, which should encompass through testing of the system and writing elaborate troubleshooting guides. For one instance, an analytical thinker might check the correctness of financial reconciliation by conducting batch tests of or check HR data against the employee records already existing. Now, for logical thinkers, such as logical thinkers depend on order, sequence, and information. They can serve up the rollout schedule, objective, draft a timeline for major events, produce standard operational function for the use of ERP, and ensure that the training materials are prepared in a sensible sequence, starting with easier functions of the system, then progressive to more advanced features. Now, we're going to point number 3, which is creative thinkers. Creative processes, for example, salesperson, design interactive infographic and video tutorials that highlight the benefits of all ERP systems. They could make a webinar that demonstrates a day in the life of a salesperson while the system is being used, feeling more of ease and motivations to make the switch and faster sales. Intuitive thinkers. They are able to integrate employee feelings into the change process, gauging if team morale will help them work on the change or knowing the resistance is there as well and it only needs support for change to happen. They might even need to help change management workshop or integrate role play into Q&As so the employees start feeling like their voice matter, which goes a long way in making people feel at ease and in trusting the organization. Now, moving forward to resistant to change, the delimitations of these cognitive styles results in resolving the resistance through various ways. Data-driven team members use analytics to show the ERP enhance accuracy while decreasing administrative load. Charming and intuitive colleagues give a human touch while instead of non-linear routine results, it shows how the system liberates people to work closer to the business. Moving forward to training needs. Analytical logical, they attempt to develop the curriculum in a building block approach ranging from basics of the system to more advanced features. Meanwhile, for creative, use interactive tools such as dashboard and role-play scenarios as well as simulations. And intuitive, employees should be encouraged to ask questions without fear. Thus, different modes of training delivery should be catered for different employees. So from here, we know how to tackle different ERP, different humans inside our organizations in order to make the team achieve more within a very short period and together to enhance the organization to achieve their objective and goals. Now, moving forward for communication barriers. Under this category, thinkers will specify the communication procedures and the platforms that will be utilized Ensuring everyone is aware of the locations of particular updates or resources, whilst creative thinkers will prepare simple explanations and quick guides where intuitive thinkers will help moderate meeting, bringing together all the departments to show how each unit's work fits within the ERP system. So let us dive into develop a strategy, how we can assign the roles according to the cognitive style. First, for the analytical thinkers. For analytical thinkers, HR manager, CEO, or the team leader prepare user acceptance tests. For example, test if the payroll function operates as it should after the ERP has been installed, analyze if the data retrieved is correct, and conduct proper documentation for future troubleshootings. Then, for the logical thinkers, prepare and control schedules for the project, formulate instruction on the usage of the system and standard process documentation. One example would be development of a timeline for the system implementation. As example, introduce basic finance functions, develop and introduce HR modules, then sales and inventory process, all with specific tie-in yes, no criteria. Then, for the innovative thinkers, create interactive e-learning courses, record short video tutorials, and produce other visual materials for organizational change communication. For instance, instead of sending out a long email, creating a 3-minute animation overview of ERP and sending it to out all at once on how the new system works and the benefit of using it. Now, for the feeling learners, facilitate employees meeting, talking circles to explore their views, guarantee that the feedback is acted upon, and mentor executive in delivering compassionate reasons. For example, regular monthly session chat room where employees can ask any question or raise any issues anonymously and the feeling leaders explain them during open session, build trust and togetherness. Let us move on to memory models based training program design. Schema theory application. The trainers for the sales team will integrate the new ERP's customer relationship management module with how they are currently managing leads with a spreadsheet program. They might say, remember the CRM module in ERP is an enhanced version of the tools you currently have in the market. For now, on you do not save leads into Excel because you will see them updated automatically here but with more information available. This is useful for employees as it helps them fit the new ideas into the old schemas. Second, integration of working memory model. Training will be conducted in a short burst of 45 minutes with structuring a singular focal point session such as an invoice processing. After a short walkthrough focusing on the instructions, the employee will be required to undertake practical tasks in a sandbox-like environment. This allows us to adjust the cognitive load and employ immediate hands-on work, allowing the employees to familiarize themselves with the new process efficiently. Then, for the third point, skill development that is gradually more complicated. Navigate basic system features for every department first, then progress to learners moving across unit-specific tasks. As employees build the understanding of the system over time, aid their growth by including more advanced features that they can now use confidently. Moving to benefits alongside resistance with the aid of psychological safety, enhancing psychological safety. Employees will be able to attend sessions hosted by intuitive leaders and HRD. Specialized title, Ask Me Anything. In this session, judgment-free assistance will be provided to employees, along with open door policies. All leaders working remotely or otherwise would like to clarify the distress regarding feeling and uncertainty during these transitions. What is the benefits? Here, let's dive into the benefits. According to the fossil group matrix, setting analytical and logical personnel share of disclosed manual data entry errors, reducing 20% during tests in a professional environment. Other employees use relatable and humanized techniques in videos such as Equal Employment Opportunity, featuring a payroll specialist who automated their time-wasting activities, use success stories to highlight and depict the benefits.
Collaborative output. The key action item is the first planning phase. Identify skill-based functional teams for various roles. Design multi-step training sessions on the foundation of working memory theory. Prepare communication materials through storytelling and facts. Next key action item is teaching and engagement. Implement varying role-based learning courses followed by practice. Apply schema on new functions of ERP to existing processes, and conduct tutorials and focus groups by intuitive employees to comfort and assist employees. And the last is teaching stage and maintenance. Proceed with a phased approach in a KPI-driven project. Handle troubleshooting and QA pass off by analytical thinkers. Work on tip sheets and micro-learning videos for creativity and compliments. Encourage open-door communication with intuitive leaders for ideas dissemination. And the justification for cognitive diversity is the combination of different approaches, such as working with technical accuracy, proper planning, creating the environment, and taking care of emotional wellness. Such equilibrium leads to more efficient and successful transformation as all approaches individually contribute to the solving of the problem. Let's move on to discussion. The proposed solutions cognitive diversity impact. One exhibit thought that cognitive diversity guarantees a compromise or a mix of data driven decision making and people oriented approaches, order, and structure to innovation engagement strategies. It appreciates that one single style cannot have all the solutions to all the problems, and that a blend of such thinking styles will yield more wholesome solutions. What are the possible hurdles in executing the strategy? Integration of various benign viewpoints, in order that analysis paralysis is avoided and decisions are made, set up a project manager such as logical thinker in such tasks whom integrate inputs and make timely final decisions. Establish a decentralized communication network. Establish a single communication port such as a report intranet page where all information, announcement, decisions, and all resources needed are concise and accessible. Performance management and employee performance evaluation. Regular employee feedback, attendance in trainings, listening sessions on monthly basis will be vital indicators of overall mood and which areas require change. Measurement and evaluation. System usage rates, track login frequencies, task completion times, and module adoption rates. Employee satisfaction surveys gauge how supported and confident employees feel post-training. Error reduction. Monitor error logs pre and post ERP. Implements to measure improvements in accuracy. And lastly, efficiency gains. Compare processing times for key tasks before and after rollout. And the last is outcome expected. So, having strategically employed cognitive diversity and grounded their learning principles, ABC Corporation is expecting the transition to be smooth and ERP to be embraced easily, improving overall efficiency and preparing the employees to accept new technologies. ABC expects this strategy to be able to fulfill the current problems as well as set the organization in adapting to future new technologies.
That's all from Group 3. Thank you.